Hey YouTube, it's Coach Dragonmar here and welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to feel awfully personal for a lot of you, and that's because today we'll be looking at a Diamond 1 Jett who feels like they don't deserve their rank and are even struggling on their alt account in Gold Plat lobby. Our job today is simple: to figure out why and what they can do better. And a big congratulations to Card for winning the free coaching giveaway in the last video. I'll be giving away another free coaching session in today's video. All you guys have to do is like the video, subscribe, and of course comment and include your Discord tag. But a reminder, don't use the hashtag symbol with numbers behind it. Those are getting blocked out for spam. Use a dash or even no dash. I will find you as long as you're in my Discord. Good luck and enjoy the video. All right, guys, jumping into the VOD review. This is going to be a fun one. Diamond 1 Jett struggling in lower ranked lobbies on an alt account. Now, really quick, we are bringing back the 5-star system, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Now, the stars moving forward are based on value and based on what I expect from you in the round, given all the opportunities you have, which means you're going to be penalized for missed opportunities, but not penalized for your teammates' mistakes. Now, right here, this is a poor play. Why, you might ask? Well, what's the thought here? Let's think about this. We're 20 seconds late into the round. We're gliding on top of a wall. We're going to glide on top in full vision of market and potentially anyone logs, already exposing ourselves. Someone can easily be under this wall as well. No one is here to support us. We're all alone, and it's an early first death. This to me is a bit of one of those ego plays. I don't like to see this in games. It's careless, it's unnecessary, and it's going to be good for 1 star. All right, guys, so after grabbing the orb in this second round, the whole team is just split up the entire time. Don't try to run these type of defaults if that is what you were going for. My strat when it comes to the round after losing a pistol is just to stick together. I think numbers overwhelm with classics, and that is how I like to try to play these rounds out. I didn't like how the team was challenging mid. Again, not something I'm going to blame you for. You're able to get an orb out of the round, but it's like, let's pull the team together here. You know what I mean? Let's work together to win these rounds. This is just kind of a waste in my opinion. I'm going to go 2 stars here because I feel like you yourself, you can make some comms here to try to pull this team together, come up with a strat. And guys, really quick before we get back into the VOD review, if you want your VODs reviewed, remember to join my Discord where you can submit a VOD review for free, or you can check out my coaching options on Medify. A reminder, I am a full-time coach. If you guys are interested in professional coaching, make sure you check it out on medify.gg/@Dragonmar. I have a discount code running, link on the screen. Hope to see you guys there, and let's get back into the video. All right, guys, so moving into our gun round or the buy round here, enemy team appears to still be on bonus. They've done a very good job just staying alive. Omen distracting across the map. We started off in tiles. Now we're going to push through here. Let's watch the entry. Okay, very interesting what we're seeing here. So watch this for a second. Ready? Watch this entry path from our Jett. We're going to have Reyna go sidewalk solo. Sova is going to push left, spot 2. We got 2 enemies spotted on our mini map. That is immediately where I'm looking. And I don't know why out of these options you decide to peek the guy CT, not the guy who's completely isolated inside of the little house or the lever, right? So this, in my opinion, is you misprioritizing your targets with adequate information. So this is actually quite poor because you have all the information you need here to make the right play. Watch one more time. Ready? As you're coming out, boom, spot on the mini map, KO, chamber. What you want to do here is you want to move to your right towards logs and isolate the fight on this KO. Instead, you're going to walk out aiming at nothing or aiming where you think a chamber might be. Again, he's spotted on the right side. He's not going to be in the middle. Crosshair placement, nowhere close to where it needs to be. KO with a great adjustment. I mean, that KO smoked you with a triple headshot. Honestly, I'm calling hacks. Just kidding. But poor from you still, right? It's not what we want to see. There's a lot of potential, and unfortunately, that is a 1-star round. All right, so jumping into the next round here, this is round 4. Again, another early death from this team in mid. Why do we keep challenging mid? You're gonna kind of walk there staring at the ground to grab the gun. Not awesome to see that. A little dangerous if they would have pushed up, but regardless, okay, let's watch this fight. So I believe we can hear this Omen running. Gonna grab gun, turn around. Crosshair placement is in a decent spot, but you make a pivotal mistake here, I believe. Watch it back one more time. You're still moving. You, my friend, have a slight upper hand. Here's how you win this fight. Ready? Watch this. What you're going to do from this position, okay? You're not going to move straight. You're not going to move to your right. You're going to move to your left. You're going to strafe to your left to make sure your gun is set. Make sure you like your crosshair placement. Give yourself a little more time to react, and then you're going to take the fight with this guy. What you can't do is move into him here when you're not fully set. I don't think you're really ready to take this fight. You're moving forward and diagonal there. No good. I'm gonna go with 2 stars in this round again. It's just you losing a duel. Gotta be better here. There's no value happening so far in this game from you. Guys, very, very important to remember that as a Jett, your job is to open up sites, to play off of teammates, to communicate. I'm coaching a lot of Jetts recently. I must say, there's not enough communication coming out, and that's a big problem. I'm looking in the bottom left for the mic to light up. I don't see the mic lighting up. You're taking long-range aim duels with a stinger, I believe. You do some decent damage, but it's like, why, right? Like, you're also solo peeking B main with the stinger. These are very, very poor plays, okay? Nothing about this round said to me that you wanted to win it. If you have a stinger out, you're looking for close range fights, I'd like to see you try to do an A hit, right? So we've head over to Valo plant here. The way I would like to see something like this is I want to see a smoke dash somewhere in this vicinity. You're going to have a teammate either smoke out, flash out, use utility to get you into this site. You have a stinger, play close range. Why are we challenging, you know, from tiles to cat? These are unwinnable fights for the most part. Play to the advantage of your gun, stick with your teammates, communicate, and play your role. And right now you're not. So again, another 1-star round. Guys, I try not to be too harsh in these VOD review videos, but at the end of the day, we have to learn. And right now we're making a lot of mistakes, right? Your job as Jett is to try to entry and take space, like I was saying. Part of that requires communication because you got to play off of teammates. A lot of the times that Sova drone is a great first step to getting into a site. Then you follow it up based on the info it gets for you. Right now, what I've seen a lot is mainly just a bunch of solo peaks, and that is good if you can hit your shots, but it shouldn't be the play style. And right here again, what we're seeing is you're kind of cut off from your teammates, right? Your teammates are over on B taking the site. You're solo egg with your ult. You get the kill, which is good, but I want you with your team. I want you playing your role. I don't want you lurking. So I'm gonna go 3 stars here. You did get the kill, but at the end of the day, that could have been way better if you went with your team. Leave that guy alive, go help them entry. All right, moving in around 7, this isn't going to be good. So knife up top, a little bit slow on the reset. You're kind of looking back at teammates. Gonna go for the spray, and Sage just makes a very smart play. I mean, this is unfortunately a great counter from the enemy here. She is going to kind of use the wall as a bait and gonna get the free kill. Oh, looks like you back out right there for a second. So watch what happens here, right? Turns the corner, starts spraying. Everyone right now watching should be thinking, what can I do differently here? The answer is you want to full clear this. So you want to peek as if someone could be on the wall, clear the wall, and then break it. You got to just clear this. It's relatively safe. You could wait for a teammate to do it as well, but you're not respecting the fact that they could be getting aggressive here, taking space on you. Sage does and gets a free kill and then follows it up with another. That's way too much for a guy with the judge playing in there. Got to be careful. But now here's my hope for you, that you respect what the Sage can do and you play differently based on it. So I don't want to see any more mistakes like this. You got to learn and kind of track what the enemies do in these rounds. So unfortunately here, we're gonna go 2 stars. I don't think that was a massive misplay, but it's such a lack of value and just felt a little bit sloppy. All right, so far in this game, we haven't seen any true entries from you. And the only time we've seen you really go in somewhere, you walked through a smoke and died aiming at the wrong spot. You're gonna swap to an op right here. You're gonna be focusing on where some op shots were coming from, and you're just gonna die to a player who was on cat. So the question here is, what should you have been paying attention to? You're very focused on maybe the Sage or the Raze, but Omen is spotted on cat, right? And the problem here is you have to prioritize, which means once he's spotted, once the Omen is spotted, you have to respect that push, which you kind of do by looking over there for a brief second. There's a lot of risk here in what you're doing. And you're noticing that your Sova is also ulting, which is going to push these guys away. These guys are most likely long gone at this point. And then now you're just hanging out too long. He's spotted on your mini map. You don't react fast enough. And unfortunately, you're going to die for it. Again, not a great round. I'm not seeing you play Jett like a Jett. I'm seeing you kind of almost feel a little bit lost here. And the truth is, when you feel like this, the response should not be to grab an op and just try to, you know, play a point and click adventure, right? The response should be to communicate, find strats, play off of teammates, and entry and do your role and let your team play off of you, right? Bait yourself if you have to, but play with your team. And right now you're not at all. We're gonna go 2 stars here again. Okay, so we're in another round where essentially you are kind of just playing solo. You're the solo player in A main, and that's not bad. But what I don't love about this is that your team is splitting a lot. You've got Omen and Sova over in B. That's your utility. I don't understand these strats. You got your initiator and your controller over there. What's Sage gonna do? Throw a slow orb at these guys? So you're missing a lot of util. Now, first of all, that's a strat problem. It's not necessarily a you problem. However, let's see how you're gonna take the site now. The smoke fades when you are in one of the worst spots you could have been in. You're gonna get a decent kill here. Let's watch this back one more time. You 50-50'd it, right? You're gonna look high and he was low. Again, I'm not gonna blame you because you kind of have to choose when you turn these corners. And the call is that both are B. So this site should be relatively safe if we sort of respect the call, which hopefully it is. I'll fast forward here briefly since I'm guessing, yeah, these guys are gonna get caught in the rotates. Looks like KO is actually gonna kill the Omen, then he's gonna die. And there's one more player, it's the Sage. It's a 4v1 here. So a little different here, but what I do like from this round, and I hope everyone takes note of this, is that they split A and it worked. So hopefully they might repeat that moving forward, try to split push these sites. That is always the key on a set. It's always split pushing. It's mid control and split pushing A that normally wins a lot of games. So in this, we're gonna go 3 stars here, mainly because you got a little bit lucky on the kill, but we take those. So once again, I'm a bit perplexed just by the thought process behind this round. Again, tons of mid pressure, and then just gonna hop back onto the op. You know, you're not really playing like a duelist right now, I feel like. And one thing a lot of people will say is, you know, when you're in these type of situations and you're not feeling confident, a lot of people will resort to the op, when in reality, if you just focus more on playing the role of the duelist, of playing as an entry, you get infinitely more value if you're willing to sacrifice your life for the team winning a game, right? And so far, I just haven't seen that mentality from you at all. It's mainly just been you kind of solo pushing or, you know, hanging back and opping. Not a lot of like trading or team play going on. So we're going to go with 3 stars again there. Nothing special from that round. So again, going to have our op here in tiles. Going to get the kill on the Raze, who pushed up a little far there. Probably getting a little, you know, going for some ego peaks. But that was a decent shot actually coming out of the op there. Now you're solo again though, right? So you're gonna have to back up. This is good. You're paying attention to B main. Again, that is a dangerous spot. And of course now you can run knife out over towards A. But part of the problem here is your team is stalled out, right? Not sure why, but your team is stalled out and they're not making any progress. Again, you oftentimes are the one to make the progress and create space. Again, you have movement abilities. That is how we take space oftentimes in Valorant, and not having that over on A, all that for nothing now. Now you're back to square one. You've lost all control of the map, and your Sage is retaking mid control currently, okay? So this is also part of the problem I see a lot with duelists, is that when they end up not playing the role and sticking with their team enough, a lot of the team's efforts just end up being in vain and going to waste. So also something to consider. Gonna be dying here, you know, walking up mid. I just have to say, like, what did you think was gonna happen, right? Like, you're walking up mid, aiming at a crack. So this is a pixel peek. Hopefully we hit the shot if someone crosses, but you know, you're gonna throw a smoke over here at Cat, which gives away where you are. It's gonna fade now, right? Well, now, and you're not even gonna pay attention to it, and it's a free kill. That Sage is laughing at you, right? Another poor round, unfortunately. You do get the early kill, which is good. It was a good first kill. Raze kind of gave it to you. We'll go 2 stars there, but honestly, I'm very disappointed in that round because it just didn't feel to me like you had any awareness, and your team probably desperately needed you to dash into A. You're just not playing your role. So 2 stars. So I want you guys to watch this round because I think this is a classic. This is one of those rounds where you're in spawn as round starts trying to figure out where to go. It's pretty clear to me that there's not a lot of planning or strategizing in this team. You're 15 seconds into the round and you haven't even come close to doing anything yet, right? We're now in a 2v4. Make that a 1v4, and we haven't peaked one position or helped one teammate or literally done almost anything in this game aside from drop the bomb a few times. I cannot stress this enough. This is why you need pre-round communication, and this is why it's so important to be vocal in your games. Get your team together. Give me an A rush here. Give me a B rush even. I don't care. Give me something. Don't just like dilly-dally around. And we're 25 seconds into the round in a 1v4, almost an unwinnable situation, right? So again, there just has to be more planning. more communication from you. And again, I'm not telling you to IGL, I'm not. But what I am saying is when games are falling apart and when you feel like there's no structure, try to be the one to change that. You know, worst comes to worst, people don't listen and you're still in the same spot you were before, right? And honestly, we could probably skip through this because I'm not really sure what we're going to get out of this round. Well, you are going to get a kill in mid, so let's see this kill here. Oh, wow, that was actually very nice. Just destroyed that raise. But yeah, I mean, Chamber's just waiting for you, so it's going to be a little bit easy there. Again, not a great first half. I'm going to go 1 star in the round. You just didn't do anything that round, and your whole team died. They'd also get 1 stars, but there needs to be more from you. If there's one takeaway from this first half that everyone out there watching can learn from, it's that this is a great example of someone not playing their role on attack. Okay, that was not a duelist or an entry. That was more of just some sort of support player who probably didn't have the confidence to take a lot of good fights, and almost no comms, no teamwork, no trading, and barely any entry. Very, very poor there to start this off. Hopefully we'll see you play a little better on defense.
Okay.
All right, guys, as we move into the defensive half for Jett, Jett on defense is a great agent if you do want to opt, again, because it's one of her strengths. On defense, I think it's a little better. And on top of that, one thing about Jett on defense is you're going to want to go for early pressure and establish some map control. And the great thing about Jett is that with her dash, you could put yourself into some risky positions and get away a lot like Chamber and, you know, old Chamber, new Chamber, whatever. He can still do it, right? And unfortunately, in this round in particular, we're going to come over here on the retake. Now, I am not seeing you talk. So I don't know how you guys play retakes in this game without talking. To me, impossible. You need to communicate here. All right. And at this point, all of your team is dead. You're last alive. You're trying to break through a wall. It's just, you know, 2 stars there. Got to communicate. So unfortunately on this eco, you wanted to go for a shorty, which is fine. But unfortunately now we find ourselves in one of those problems you see with the shorty a lot, which is when your team loses on the other site. How do you rotate? You know, I'd like to grab a classic here for the rotate. It is what it is on this round. Not much you're going to do there. Just 3 stars. That wasn't on you. Again, it's an eco, so not too much expected value from that. So what should you do here? If your omen is smoking, which can be seen on the minimap clearly, wait for the smoke. You should not be here. Right there, go to your left, let the smoke land, and then re-peek. You do not need to be out here. This is a huge blunder on your part. There is no reason to be peeking this. Let the smoke go down, and then safely go push mid if you want to, or watch for them to push out of the smoke. You just give this Sage a little bit of time, a little window. You're moving forward. You have no chance to fire back, and you're dead for it. So a very, very poor round here. Unfortunately, going to go with 1 star. So at this point in the game, it does kind of feel like you just want to push. Now, this is a decent push. I actually, I'm going to be honest, I quite like this one. This is the A main push where you stick on this left wall. And of course, as a Jett, you've got that dash getaway. Now, the problem here, let's watch this back one more time. Watch the crosshair. See how when he looks up, he's not able to adjust it back down. So it just completely throws off any rhythm or chance he had of getting that kill. Let's think. Reyna is playing on our left side of bottom mid, right? So right behind the arch. What does that leave? It leaves this top mid to cat push. And when we think about it, where can the enemy be? Well, we've spotted a couple over by A. They might be, you guessed it, split pushing, right? So in this situation, because there's a chance of a split push, I might put a little more emphasis on looking over towards cat. Now, unfortunately here, it's a bad smoke to begin with, so that's rough. Reyna also at this point is looking to the left. She missed the timing though. We're 20 seconds into the round. She's missed the timing. These guys are probably walking down much earlier. And unfortunately, 2 people are going to be up there on you and you're going to die pretty fast. So again, a little bit of a misplay on your team. There needed to be someone holding that for you, but also check that mini map, see where players are, and make sure that you're prepared for the dangerous points around the map based on that mini map awareness. From this round, unfortunately, I am going to go 2 stars here just because I think you could have been a little more aware there and you had a good chance to make something happen on that first initial push, but you kind of messed it up by raising that crosshair and not being able to reset it. So team able to win that round, actually going to be pushing up here in round 17, looking for the fast play, going to be catching the omen completely unaware. I must say, I like it. I mean, your team is pushing mid. That's going to keep you relatively safe because of that. That right there, also a nice shot. Let's watch this back one more time. Just a good reaction. You peeked a little bit deep there. You didn't respect that guy could be that like kind of far into spawn, but a great reaction, great kill. A decent round for you and your team. And I love the fact that you pushed a main here, which you hadn't quite done yet. However, your aggression in a main may go noticed now. And you may want to change how you're playing it so you're not too predictable. However, I will go 4 stars in this round. This was a good one. All right, guys, so in this round, we actually start in A in the cubby, or excuse me, in B cubby, B main. And gonna have to come over here on the retake. So 4v5, looking for any comms again, not seeing the comms, gonna be breaking the wall. Now, the key here as a Jett is to remember that you have 2 smokes to work with. Those smokes are gonna help kind of the entry into the site. So if I am him in this situation, there's 2 places I am looking with my smoke right. I'm gonna retake from up here. The 2 spots I might be thinking is 1, I might send a deep smoke into main. This generally is gonna get a good amount of value, or I might look for a smoke somewhere on site, somewhere I can dash into and take some weird control. Another possibility is smoking down and then using that to kind of get into it. I'm going to be very interested to see what he ends up doing here with the smoke, if he does anything at all. And instead, he's just going to wide swing and go for a peek. 2 stars. All right, so we have done quite a bit of A main pressure so far in this game. You're going to be standing a little bit too wide there. You're actually going to see your probably arm in that situation. Okay, falling back. That is going to be really bad for you. You're pretty much going to die here. Yeah, there's just not much you're going to do. Hiding is actually good, by the way. Ooh, a very weird, like, kind of decision by you here, honestly. So when I'm at this point here, all I could think in my head is I am 2 seconds away from having my knives, right? Like, let me wait 2 seconds. And when you see this right here, I'm thinking freedom. I mean, this is it. I've got knives coming back. I'm safe on this side. You also have a player who is in tree, might be able to provide some pressure if they start shooting, but you decide to turn back with less than a second remaining to get your knives. And that kind of confused me a little bit. I would have loved to have seen you try to stay alive back there, get knives back up, and then just go for a play here. This is, if I'm being honest, this might be your best opportunity to like massively impact this game. And for some reason, you peak on 1 second remaining. I would say this is a huge misplay, especially now that we can look in hindsight and see what was possible. Again, we can't really judge based on that, but I am going to go 1 star here because you have a great opportunity to recognize the timing of your abilities. If you're a Jett player, you should know that, and you should understand what a KO knife means for you. And you're going to blunder here completely. There is a lot of good options here. And this is, at least get 1 out of this if you're going to swing it. But yeah, 1 star. All right, so gonna go with some more A main pressure. At this point, guys, you are being too predictable if you play like this, right? That's 4 or 5 rounds, 2 rounds in a row, and it's just too often. Too much A main pressure. Got to stop. So let's watch this. Teammate gonna die here on cap. You're looking deep into this smoke. I want you to be more flat with it, okay? You're too deep into this. It's gonna make this swing from whoever comes out much harder to hit. You did a little bit better there by going to the left side. I would have liked to seen you move a little more to the right though, but better crosshair placement at the very least. Oh, it's just 2 sprays going at it here. Let's watch one more time. Oh, so close, so very close on the spray there. I'm not going to be too hard on you that, but I don't like the positioning you did. I don't like that you keep going A main and kind of pushing it. I'm gonna go 2 stars for the predictability there. However, I feel like that was a relatively fair fight, and you were very close to getting a headshot. Well, guys, the other team very smartly in this round does what you need to do in these situations. When you see a player or a team putting a lot of pressure in one spot, in this case A main, avoid it. And that's exactly what they do. They end up just running it straight into B here, overwhelming his team. His Sage and him went to push A main, and now they're last alive and they're dead for it. Absolutely nothing gained from this round. Again, I don't think it's all your fault, but way too much sort of emphasis on A main from you so far. 2 stars. All right, so we're gonna be going for the retake here on B. Started over on A again. Spotting the KO there. Good. He was low health. That needs to be a kill. You have to connect on this. The reason you need to connect on this is because this player isn't even reacting to your shots yet. And this is something that is a little bit harder to develop, but you have to train yourself to understand your advantage, okay? And in this type of a situation where this player doesn't know where you are and you see them not immediately flick up to you, continue. Aim for the head, get the easy headshot. That is a free kill, right? Let's watch what happens next. So your Sage reses your teammate. You have smokes available. And you're just gonna get caught on top of the wall. I mean, you just don't have to be up here, right? And this looks like you're not super familiar with the position. However, when you peek this corner, I just want to really quickly illustrate how many positions you're exposed to, right? I'm gonna use my mouse to do this. Hopefully you guys can see this. So you've got this headshot angle, this left side of the boathouse. You have right side boathouse. You have tons of different height elevations here where you're gonna have to drag your mouse vertically to hit players. You got this left side, you got closer to sight boxes, you got the right side as well with those boxes. You are peaking a very, very tough position, and this is not a very smart play from you. You're gonna die for it here. You miss a massive opportunity to get a kill. I like that you went for the KO though. You tried to make something happen, although it was risky to do. So unfortunately here, I'm gonna have to go 2 stars. I feel like you leave so much on the table. You didn't play off of your teammates. Let them come help you. Don't do everything on your own, right? Not enough teamwork. 2 stars. And guys, we're in the final round of the game. I mean, no spoilers from me here, but you know what that means. So smoke coming down early. I might ask for a rotate from a teammate just because, again, we know they're coming. Dash goes up. We got Sage playing close. I might try to play off a Sage contact. You're in a wide swing crouch spray. Can't ever do that again. Again, you should not be crouch spraying from that range. You're too easy of a headshot. I'm gonna get nothing from that peak either. We can watch it one more time too. Look where the crosshair placement is. Look where crosshair is. Go out. You know, crouch spray never really went for any target either. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but our Jett here didn't actually try to go onto anyone. Just went for a spray on nothing pretty much. And again, just gonna re-challenge another position here. Already spotted. Now your only job is to look at this angle here, the jump up headshot, and you're shooting a wall, right, and missing your shot. He's gonna get a free kill on you, as I believe you actually go into a crouch here too, which you can't do. 1 star in the round. Got absolutely nothing out of you from this round to hopefully keep the game going here. Well guys, when we initially started this VOD review, one of the questions being asked was, why are we losing as a smurf in these gold plat lobbies as a D1 smurf, right? And unfortunately, I think the answer is we're just not playing our fundamentals. We're not playing actual Valorant how it's meant to be played, and there is so much missing from how you're playing, which tells me you have a lot of room to grow. I saw possibility, I saw potential in some of your shots. I know the aim might be there when you're feeling good, so that is decent. However, the list of things we can talk about here is almost endless. And just really briefly, what I'm thinking from what I saw, in no particular order, huge lack of teamwork, almost nothing teamwork wise. We got almost no communication from you either. Not sure why you're not talking in these games. Again, don't smurf and not talk. You should still be making comms. I didn't hear anything for entries, anything for utility, anything really strat wise. I need more from you there. On top of that, no trades from your team for you. Not really trading your teammates very well either. Again, this falls into the teamwork. If there's no teamwork, there's no trades. If there's no trades, there's no win. Okay, a lot of untraded deaths in this game. You didn't play your role. I mean, if I was grading your role, how you played it, F, easy. No entry, no creation of space, no team taking space based on what you're doing, not going into sites completely across the map, almost with a lurk play style. No, just not good enough in that respect either. Obviously a lack of impact frags as well. Again, you just weren't really getting a lot of kills in this game, so that's obviously going to impact that a lot. The crouch sprays and ego peaks as well were not working out very well. You got to chill with those crouches. Whenever you crouch at long range, just know that that's making a mistake. Okay, focus on the strafes, especially when you're at range. Really want to take advantage of that. But listen, there's a lot of things you can work on here. Hopefully this was insightful, and just remember, moving forward, you have to play your role. Okay, you locked in Jett, but you didn't play Jett. You played something else. Okay, that is why you're losing. That's why you're struggling. That's at least part of it. Obviously there's more going on here, and the lack of comms, that cannot be happening. That is a huge problem. You need to make sure you remedy that immediately, because that, my friend, is how you get your team to work together. It's how you get trades, you get better sight hits, it's how you get wins. And that's what we're all after. So that being said, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did, obviously leave a like and subscribe, comment for the coaching giveaway, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy and peace.